Hey, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm gonna talk about top 5
best Canon camera.
Starting at number 5.
Canon EOS R6. Canon's EOS R6 was a more affordable version of the R5, favoring speed over outright resolution. The R6 II makes several useful improvements to that formula, cementing its position as one of the best mirrorless all-rounders for Canon fans. Even boosted from 20.1 MP to 24.2 MP, its sensor still has a lower pixel count than the EOS 6D Mark II. And at 4K/60p, its video resolution can't challenge the 8K offered by the R5. Yet we found in testing that the EOS R6 II is a fantastic shooting tool. Its AI-powered autofocus proved highly effective and low-light performance terrific. By doubling the already rapid electronic burst shooting speeds to 40 frames per second, the EOS R6 II sets the pace among mirrorless cameras, making it a top choice for shooting action. Our tests did find that in-body image stabilization fell short of the promised 8 stops, but color rendering was very attractive and image quality impressive overall. You'll find better value if you prioritize stills or video, and the incremental improvements don't justify upgrading from an EOS R6. But if you're already invested in Canon's RF system and willing to part with a chunk of cash, the R6 II is a seriously capable hybrid.
Coming at number 4.
Canon EOS R7. Hitting the APS-C sweet spot, we think the EOS R7 is one of the top options in Canon's lineup for enthusiast shooters. In testing, its compact proportions made it a nice camera to use, with a reasonably chunky grip and accessible control layout. Yet it also benefits from a generous feature set, while undercutting its full-frame cousins. Among the highlights is Canon's latest dual-pixel CMOS AF2 autofocus, which proved both rapid and reliably capable of keeping up with subjects. Electronic burst speeds of up to 30 frames per second also make it a dream for sports and wildlife photography, with in-body image stabilization offering 8 stops of compensation when shooting handled. Overall, our real-world usage proved that the EOS R7 can produce lovely images in a wide range of conditions. Low-light results aren't quite on par with Canon's full-frame models, but it's hard to argue when you're getting such impressive versatility and value. That includes 2 UHS 2 card slots, an articulating touchscreen, and the ability to shoot uncropped 4K/60p video. All that's really holding the Canon EOS R7 back right now is a lack of native lenses. This is something that Canon will hopefully address if the RFS system becomes as popular as it should be.
At number 3.
Canon EOS R3. Styled more like a sports DSLR than the handier EOS R5, the Canon EOS R3 is every bit a professional mirrorless camera. It has fewer megapixels than the EOS R5, because it's built for speed instead of outright resolution, and if the former is your priority, it's the best Canon camera you can get. During our extensive time testing the EOS R3, we found it one of the best sports and wildlife cameras we've ever tested. At its core is a 24.1 MP stacked CMOS sensor, which we described in our review as a purring photographic engine. It can shoot full-quality raw images at a remarkable 30 frames per second, as well as 6K/60p raw video internally without any noticeable rolling shutter. We were also mightily impressed by its autofocus system, and reassured by the tough magnesium alloy build. In short, the EOS R3 is the pinnacle of mirrorless speed. It's undeniably big and expensive, but if you need an uncompromising Canon camera and can afford to pay the premium, you won't be disappointed.
Number 2 of my list.
Anon EOS R10. If you can look past the old-school sensor, we think Canon's EOS R10 is one of the best entry-level mirrorless cameras for beginners. Fitted with Canon's powerful Digic X chip, it also benefits from truly modern autofocus abilities. In testing, the processor and AF tracking together proved remarkably powerful. Continuous shooting speeds of 15 frames per second with the mechanical shutter also mean the EOS R10 is a winner if you want to experiment with action photography. With dual control dials and a dedicated AF joystick, we found that the EOS R10 made it straightforward for learners to get hands-on with creative shooting. Its lightweight body will also feels comfortably familiar for anyone coming from a DSLR, with the articulating touchscreen making it an easy switch for smartphone photographers. Low light abilities are limited by the lack of in-body image stabilization, but image quality still proved decent during our tests, with plenty of detail hiding in the shadows. Video skills are solid too, with 4K footage oversampled at 30 frames per second. Provided Canon comes out with more native APS-C lenses to grow with, the R10 hits the top spot for beginners.
And number 1.
Canon EOS R5. There's a heck of a lot to like about the Canon EOS R5, particularly if you're a stills photographer. In fact, we'd say that there's never been a better Canon camera for those who shoot a wide range of photography. We've spent a lot of time with the EOS R5 since it launched, and our tests have consistently found it to have fantastic image quality, seriously impressive autofocus, and decent battery life. We're also big fans of the body design, which combines a responsive touchscreen with a superb electronic viewfinder. It might have the headline-grabbing spec of 8K video, but the picture is a little less clear for videographers. The EOS R5's overheating restrictions are likely to put off those who shoot lengthy clips, interviews, for example. We've tested the EOS R5's latest firmware, though, and didn't get any overheating warnings when shooting a short film in 32-degree temperatures, so it's certainly a very capable video camera for most people. Canon clearly went all out on the EOS R5, and it's close to being the perfect Canon camera for hybrid shooters. However, that comes at a cost. The EOS R5 has a high asking price. But if you're keen on the brand, then it may be worth paying.
Check out this video description for latest price and more informations. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe and stay tuned.